Whew. All right. Listen, man. Life is life. I know I'm a little bit late tonight, but it's been a day for me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who y'all looking at. I want to welcome y'all to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, your host, Don P. Pizzle, Pod God, all of those good things. Your favorite pod and uncle. That's me. Um, Thank you guys for y'all continued support of this platform. Thank y'all for y'all continued support of this podcast. And with that support, I am able to do the things that I do, like pod from home and possibly book gigs outside of here. Programming notes, there will be an episode of Full Disclosure that drops tomorrow, 6 a.m. Spotify. It's gonna be there. Jocelyn returns this week. She's there. Also, I will be doing more episodes of Full Disclosure with Tamia Reed from T Talks. She's actually probably going to join me next week. What I wanted to do, I was not gonna do a Club Pizzle next week because of the 4th of July, which I am cooking out and barbecuing. But I do want to give y'all some content next week. I might pop on Wednesday and just do something here on the network. I'm going to be smoking a brisket, so I'm going to need somebody to come over here and kick it with me as I smoke this brisket. It's a 14-hour smoke. And I'm going to probably start smoking it like around this time of the day. So anybody wants to come and join me, y'all are also invited. Well, not everybody out there, but those of y'all who are invited to the cookout, y'all know what happens over here. I'm actually gonna do a DJ set, and I might actually throw it on Twitch or something. I can't trust Facebook to put it on there because they'll cut my shit for the music. I barely trust Instagram as far as I can throw it. That's why I don't put Club Pizzle over there. And YouTube, I'm not even gonna do that to myself. So Twitch is about the safest place that I can do that. That'll be next Thursday. The best damn podcast period is coming soon. Y'all will get more episodes of Full Disclosure. Pizzle's Picks will end up being a weekly thing when I come back in August, because there's no Club Pizzle next week and there's no Club Pizzle for the rest of July. Although I will be doing a Money in the Bank preview and post next week for WWE Premium Live Event Money in the Bank. And then after that, I'm taking the rest of July off. I need it. I'm tired. I'll be tired of shit. It gives me an opportunity to sit back and strategize and do things and try to figure out some ways I can give you guys different pieces of content. I will be returning for Club Pizzle on August the 1st. So this is the last Club Pizzle y'all gonna get to August the 1st. There will be episodes of Full Disclosure with either Tamia or Jocelyn. I'm going to try to get a best damn podcast period. And I think I do want to live pod next week, live from my backyard, live from my garage. You know, a lot of people are going to be coming, like my real ones will be here. And it'll give us a chance to get out there and shoot the shit. And it'll give me a chance to get out and see how my shit do in my garage. And also, I am going to do like a little DJ set. I was down here last Saturday, like spinning music on my laptop. Like I was down here jamming. Like I'm like, hey, I can put a set together, you know. And I don't even have the Roland or the Pioneer joint to do the mixing. I was just doing the mixing right on the Serato on a laptop. But I did see something that I am going to end up going to buy. I'm just trying to do a lot of shit. By next year, I'm going to be at somebody's club being a DJ, or somebody's bar, somebody's happy hour. I'll be doing R&B nights. I do Michael Jackson theme nights. I do a Tupac theme night. I do a Biggie. I do an East Coast, West Coast, down South, Millennium, 80s, 90s, whatever kind of set. that people will want to do, I'm gonna do it. So be ready for DJ Pizzle come next year. I'm on my shit. Also August the 17th, I will be broadcasting live out at a festival. Let me get it together. I should have pulled this shit up. I'm just thinking of this shit on the fly before I get to what I need to get to. Again, y'all, this episode is coming on late, and that's my bad because I just been doing a lot of shit. Like I came home and the wife went to Costco. You know, those are the kind of trips that I look forward to. I enjoy doing shit like that. Like me and the wife. Listen, when y'all get to the point in your marriage where y'all are going on dates to Costco, you in a good place in life. And I'm in a very fucking good place in life when it comes to that. So, here we go. I gotta find this shit. Damn, where is that? Here it is. August the 17th, the first annual Beats and Bar Festival. It is starring Detroit Barbie. Shout out to Detroit Barbie. She's fire. Music by the legendary DJ Jack the Ripper. Starring Nicasso, Black Gemini, Vigatron, Richie Carlisle, King Jacob, Johnny Versace, Tiny Tia, and your boy. I'm on the bill. I am going to do a set. I am going to be performing. I haven't performed like it's been. I did a battleground set, but I haven't really performed in a stage, in a festival stage like that in a long time. But I am going to be out on stage. I am also going to be out there broadcasting live. It's going to be myself, and it's probably going to be Tamia Reed. We are just going to be out there kicking it. I'll talk to a lot of the artists. Oh, this thing is hosted by BZ Amarilli. Shout out to BZ. It's gonna be a good time, man. I am looking forward to this. I'm excited for this. Also headlining this thing is Elijah Lamar. Y'all might know him as battle rapper Smurf, Young Smurf, Canton's own. He was on BMF. Like that's my guy. Like I know Smurf. And this thing is going to be at the backyard. That's 1302 Warner Road in Southeast Canton, Ohio. For more information, hit up Jack the Ripper, Richie Carlisle, and Black Gemini. This thing is hosted by my bad, BZ Amarilli, Aero Champ, and Nazi Nay. That is Saturday, August the 17th, the first annual Beats and Bars Festival. I'm a sponsor on that. I am taking my pods out there and I'm performing. I'm doing all of my little shits all at one time. So I'm excited for that. And I'm gonna give myself a hand clap for that. I also have some other like performing opportunities that I won't speak about just yet, but I will eventually talk about them. Now let's get to it, man. We are here for a good time and not a long time. If y'all been living under a rock, the Cleveland Cavaliers made their head coaching hire. They hired former Golden State Warriors assistant, well, that was his last job, Kenny Atkinson, former Brooklyn Nets head coach, Kenny Atkinson. Let me give y'all some background on Kenny since a lot of people may not know him or may not know who he is. I'll just give y'all some background just to give a little introduction to him before I give my initial thoughts on him. He played at the University of Richmond from 1986 to 1990. He was a point guard. He averaged 18 points a game in his senior season. He went undrafted by the NBA. He never played in the NBA, but he played professionally over in Italy, France, and Germany. I think he played for some other like maybe some semi-pro shit in the States, but his professional career was out in Italy, Germany, and France. And I think he played from 1990. I think he retired in like 2004, you know, because those guys will play forever over there. I saw something where a guy was playing like his 33rd year professionally over in Europe. So it's different over there. Them dudes smoke cigarettes and shit at halftime and play 30 years. It's fucking crazy. Um, he became an assistant with the New York Knicks in 2008, where he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni. He eventually moved on to Atlanta, where he was an assistant under Mike Budenholzer before he became the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets in 2016. He coached the Nets from 2016 to 2020. That was a period in where they were god awful his first year. They made progress while he was there. They ended up signing Kyrie and they ended up signing KD in 2019, 2020, but Atkinson ended up re-signing in 2020. Remember, Kyrie was there, but KD was still out with the Achilles injury from the previous NBA Finals. After that, he did various assistant jobs. I believe he was with the Clippers. He was last with the Golden State Warriors, where he was an assistant under Steve Kerr. And he was a part of the 2022 NBA champion Golden State Warriors. He has a career coaching record of 118 and 190, but let's not even don't get that twisted, because if you remember the Brooklyn Nets beforehand, it was bad there. His first year, they were horrible. I think they lost 54 games his first year, and they gradually got better and better. And then Kyrie came, and they were getting there. They went 42-40. They made the playoffs. He got bounced by Philly. But they got better. He developed guys. I like the style of play that he's going to be bringing. He's bringing a more up-tempo style. He's bringing more. It's going to be a more faster pace. He's a more offensive-minded coach, more so than what JB Bickerstaff was, and taking nothing away from JB. And I'm not going to shit on JB Bickerstaff. Just if y'all expecting that, that's not going to happen. I'm never going to do that. I'm just saying, his style compared to JB's style, they're different coaches. You get coaches in different philosophies. He brings, it's a more space, not space, but pace. It might be a space and pace offense, but I know the pace picks up. They're going to be shooting a lot of threes. And I think this move more so was a move for Evan Mobley, to unlock Evan Mobley. Kenny Atkinson also coached Jared Allen and Karis LeVert, excuse me, while they were in Brooklyn. They both spent time in Brooklyn. Jared Allen loves them. Karis LeVert loves them. And apparently Donovan Mitchell signed off on it. He's okay with it. I got some information, or I'll talk about Donovan in a minute. But personally, I'm not upset at it. When I first saw Kenny Atkinson's name, I was like, no. Then I started going back and I started doing my research. I looked at some of those Brooklyn Nets teams. And then again, I saw where they went from being absolutely horrible to gradually getting better, and then making the playoffs. And then you get to 2019, 2020, and whatever happened out there was whatever happened out there. And he resigned without even getting an opportunity to coach Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving at the same time. Who knows what happens with that? I don't know if it was something with him and Sean Marks out there. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that again. I do remember it was some kind of something there that forced him out, that forced him to resign. And then they ended up doing actually a damn good job in the bubble. He resigned, and then bam, COVID hit. And then Kyrie was like, screw you guys, I'm staying home. Y'all go down in that bubble if y'all want to. But overall, I do like it. It did come down to Atkinson and James Borrego, and James Borrego actually called over the weekend, I hear, and really wanted this job. Like, this is a hot job. Like, don't get it twisted. You know what? I am going to try my best not to kick backs in this episode. So I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna say what I want to say there. I'll just say I am okay with this hiring, and I am excited to see what Kenny Atkinson is going to do. I just paid my monthly Cavaliers joint today. So I'm hype right now. You know, got my little 10 game plan. I'll probably go to more than 10 games, especially now with the NBA draft being over and y'all saw what happened. I'm gonna get to that later. Speaking of the draft, let's get to the draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers with the 20th pick in this draft, they draft Jalen Tyson, a 6'7", 215-pound swingman from the University of California at Berkeley. Welcome to Cleveland, Jalen Tyson. Before I get to that, I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting them to actually make this pick. I thought they were gonna trade this pick. Matter of fact, I wanted them to trade this pick to go out and get somebody else or trade up to go and get somebody. But if they stayed there, I wanted them to draft Isaiah Collier. And I'm not going to sit here and shit on Jalen Tyson because I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who he was. I was not familiar with him. I did not watch a lot of college basketball this past season. I have not watched college basketball in 2 years. My time I used to devote to college basketball, I devote to the G League now. So I'm going to have to figure something out as the basketball person or as the basketball guy to figure out a way to watch a few college games a week because usually it's like Tuesdays and Thursdays, forget about it. It's the NBA. Whenever the Cavaliers are on, I'm going to be watching no matter what fucking day of the week it is. Maybe Saturdays during basketball season. That's if college football isn't dominating that. I'll try to catch a couple of college basketball games. I'm gonna just figure that out. It's just a balancing act. So I say that I was not familiar with Jalen Tyson. Jalen Thompson. Who the fuck is Jalen Thompson? Jalen Tyson. But I did have an opportunity to do some research on him, which everybody should have had an opportunity to do. Google is your friend. You got to do your Google sometimes. Or just tune in to Club Pizzle because Club Pizzle is going to put y'all on to some game from time to time. Again, he's 6'7", he's 215. Big body guy. Swingman, 3-level scorer, can score from the paint, got the mid-range game, and can shoot the three. He spent time at Texas and Texas Tech. I know what you're thinking. He's been to 3 different schools in the last 3 or 4 years. Listening to Mike Gansey or watching Mike Gansey's presser last night, or I watched it this morning, but the presser from last night, they don't care about that anymore. Like guys transferring schools, they don't care. And him leaving Texas Tech was something different because he was dealing with some kind of prejudice or some kind of what it was something against him. Y'all can go look it up. I just know that's why he left there. It just wasn't working for him at Texas. And he decided to transfer and then going to Texas Tech, dealing with whether it was racism or some kind of ism, whatever it was, he dealt with it and he had to get out of there. And he ended up at Cal Berkeley last year. He averaged 20.7 rebounds and 4 assists last season playing under Mark Madsen. He was the guy on that team. all Pac-12. He was the guy. He was the man on that team. And I did get an opportunity to watch some highlights. And I know you could put highlight tapes together for anybody. We probably could put shut up, Don. We ain't even going. I'm not kicking backs in. So look at me. But I will kick backs in. I got all the way to Juneteenth without kicking backs in. I'm kicking backs in the rest of the year. But he was a do-it-all guy. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna be paying attention to him in summer league. Yes, summer league means something. Summer league matters, and I have a feeling that I will be seeing a lot of him in a Cleveland Charge uniform because the position that he plays, it's crowded in there. You got Karis LeVert, you got Isaac Okoro, you got Max Strus, you got George Niang. You still have Imani Bates on this team. Let's not forget. But Jalen can play the 1, the 2, and the 3. But the way this team is constructed, he's probably about the 12th or the 13th man, which means he's inactive a lot and he's in the G. Oh, let me go back real quick with Kenny Atkinson. With bringing him in and with the pace that they play, hopefully we see more of Craig Porter Jr. Hopefully we see more of Sam Merrill, and hopefully we see a whole lot of Imani Bates in the Cleveland Cavaliers uniform. Let's get that out. Let's just talk about that right there, because Craig Porter had a hell of a year, and I'm good with a Darius Garland, Craig Porter point guard, and putting him in there with Donovan and letting those guys push point. I'm fine with that. It's time to unleash Imani Bates. I saw enough of him playing for the Charge last year to watch his game go from where it was when he started to where it ended up at the end of the season. And I know that last game where they tanked to play Orlando, it wasn't the best looking, but trust me, he's expanding this game. I've been paying attention to him. I've been watching his socials. So I know what he's capable of and what he's going to just unleash him. And we'll probably see it in Summer League, along with Craig and some of those guys. And we'll see what and more than likely Mike Garrity's going to be the head coach there. I haven't heard anything of them switching Mike Garrity from the Charge. But that was with Atkinson. And in a move that just happened like right before I started recording, the Cleveland Cavaliers have signed DJ Burns to play for their summer team. So he'll get a chance to play for the defending Summer League champions. If y'all don't know, DJ Burns, 6'9", 275 pounds out of NC State. He was the guy that when the tournament time came, I did get to see a little bit of him. He was the ACC tournament MVP. He led NC State to his first Final Four since 1983. He started at Winthrop, which is one of my favorite schools to pick in the NCAA tournament in my bracket challenge. They usually would get me A and like one win. He was a Big South Player of the Year in 2022, along with being all Big South in 2022. He was the Big South's Freshman of the Year in 2020. So hopefully this kid can play his way into a contract with this team at 6'9", 275. He's like Zach Randolph to me. That's who he reminds me of. A lot of Zebo. But welcome to the Summer League team, DJ Burns. Now, I did pretty good, y'all, for a late start. I hate to even have to address this because shit like this makes me sick to my stomach. And I hate I have to even talk about it like this. But first, I'm going to lead with love and I'm going to lead with some happiness. Congratulations to Bronny James for being drafted number 55 in the second round to the Los Angeles Lakers. I want to thank his dad, Mr. LeBron James, for yet another reminder that my ass is old. Because 21 years ago, yesterday, I was down at what was then known as the Gund Arena. I believe it was still Gund Arena. Yeah, it was. It was still Gund Arena. Before it was the Quicken Loans Arena, and now Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. But I remember June 26, 2003, being down at the Gund Arena. As a matter of fact, I still have the picture that they gave us, and it was signed by Larry Nance, and it was signed by somebody else. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. This was what was given to us on June the 26th, 2003. The draft day celebration, there's a couple of signatures. I can't quite read the signatures anymore. I can't even remember who was there. Hopefully it tells me on the back of it. No, it doesn't. But I'm going to read what this says here. Draft analysis with Austin Carr, Cleveland Cavaliers 2003 draft day celebration. Thursday, June 26, 2003. I'm reading this verbatim. Draft analysis with Austin Carr will begin approximately at 7:15 from the main stage on the north end of the arena. Be a part of sports history. Join us on the main floor or the lower level seating areas for the official announcement at 7:30 p.m. Cavaliers locker room tours. I remember going on that, and that's when I bumped into Larry Nance. Visit the team shop, blah, blah, blah. They had a bunch of the stuff there, and this was what was given to us. I remember Larry Nance signing it. I can't even read these other signatures, but I remember going into the team shop. They had the LeBron jerseys there already. I remember when they made the announcement, you would have thought the fucking Cavaliers won the NBA championship. It was confetti going off. Like it was a huge roar. And it was packed down at the Gund Arena, y'all, when I tell y'all. So thank you, LeBron James, again, for making me feel old. And I am only 2 years older than you, fam, or a year older than you. So now to see his son, Bronny James, get drafted. I remember when the kid was born. I remember when they announced that Bronny James was born. It was like, oh, Bron has a kid. Congratulations. And now this kid is drafted in the NBA, and he's drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. And he has an opportunity to play with his dad. We haven't seen a father and son play together in the NBA ever. We've seen Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. play together. I was alive for that. I had their cars. I was a kid when that happened. Did Brett and Bobby Hall play together? I think so. It doesn't happen a lot. I don't think it's ever happened in the NFL. But like a father and a son playing together, and not only playing together, but LeBron is still a top 20 player in the NBA. And the fact that, wow, man, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to put this shit into words. It just makes me feel, oh, I am happy for Bronny and LeBron and Savannah and Bryce and Shuri and Gloria and the entire James gang. I am happy for them for the simple fact it's the greatest player of all time, and I'm still playing, and I get to live out a dream of playing with my son. Now, he threw that shit out there years ago. And like in the days leading up to it, I kind of felt like Brian was coming to grips with, I'm probably never going to get to play with my son. He might not get drafted by us. And then there's some other bullshit rumors out there that I'm not even going to talk about, that I don't even care, man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not even going to get into the hate. I'm not even going to kick back saying I don't care about that. I'm just going to address one thing about all of this. How everyone now wants to scream nepotism. Hey, nepotism has been going on in the NBA. What's this, year 77? George Mikan's son played in the NBA. Dolph Shays, Danny Shays, like, y'all got to cut this shit out. Like, nepotism has been around since the beginning. Why weren't y'all screaming nepotism with Dale Curry and Steph? And then here comes Seth. Why y'all ain't screaming nepotism? Why Cleveland Cavaliers fans, y'all ain't say shit when the Cleveland Cavaliers drafted Isaiah Mobley in the second round when Evan Mobley, his brother, is already in the league? Nobody said nothing about that. Nobody screaming nepotism when Larry Nance Jr. gets drafted and then traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And you don't hear the nepotism when Pete Nance, who plays for the Cleveland Charge, comes up to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I ain't heard shit about nepotism. What about Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson, Winston Garland, Darius Garland? It's nepotism. So don't bring up nepotism now because it's LeBron James and Bronny James. If this was Marcus Jordan and fucking Jeffrey Jordan, nobody would say anything about nepotism. And don't tell me that y'all wouldn't say that, because I already know. If Marcus and Jeffrey Jordan would have played in this social media era, y'all probably wouldn't have said nothing. And those two were not that fucking good. They weren't. So don't give me the nepotism shit. Don't give me his college stats, because I can give some examples, and I can burst bubbles, and I can refute a whole lot of y'all's bullshit. I just would rather y'all just sit back, let this kid enjoy his moment. We have a huge problem in 2024 of not letting people enjoy their moment. Y'all will take your time to step on a great moment. Y'all did the shit with Jason Tatum when they won the NBA championship last week. LeBron James broke the scoring record. Y'all kept talking about Michael Jordan. He scored 40,000. Kept talking about Michael Jordan. Anytime LeBron James does something, it causes a stir. And that's why I cannot wait until LeBron James retire, so y'all can get the fuck out the way and I can enjoy basketball more than I already enjoy it. And the fact that y'all hate this kid and y'all talk so bad about this kid because of who his father is makes y'all sound like bitter baby mamas. And if you're a parent, if you're a sports parent, come here. Turn around. because I'm kicking you back in right now. Fuck that. A lot of y'all out there are sports parents. Your kids play sports, whether it's on the pee-wee level, whether it's on the high school level, whether it's just a recreational thing. Y'all kids play sports, right? How would y'all feel if I'm at the game or I'm on social media or somewhere under a video of your kid getting ran the fuck over, or your kid getting crossed over or dunked on or doing something on the court, and me saying, your fucking kid sucks? Y'all gonna be ready to fight, right? Y'all not gonna like that. So put yourself in LeBron's shoes for a second. Y'all won't have his money, but he's still a dad at the end of the day. He's a parent. And y'all talk shit about his kid because y'all don't like him. But look, some of y'all out there watching, I seen y'all kids play sports. Get them an Amazon application. Amazon is hiring. The post office is hiring. Shit, my fucking job is hiring. They turn 18. Let them go to college. Like, let them go to Tri-C or something like that. Because it ain't it. It ain't gonna do it. But let me get back to it. Y'all can turn back around. I'm not gonna kick it back in no more. I'm done with that. Nepotism has been around in the NBA forever. Y'all just want to bring it up now because of who it is. LeBron got this shit in the chokehold, and it ain't shit y'all can do about it. And y'all can just continue to be mad and upset. Good luck to Bronny James in your NBA journey. May you play as long as you possibly can, kiddo. I am proud to see that. It is something that I'm proud to see. And I will be glued to my TV. I just re-upped my NBA League Pass. So the first Lakers game, guess what I'm going to be doing? Y'all going to watch because y'all not going to miss out on a historical moment. It'll be the first time a father and a son have played together in an NBA game. And it'll be the first time that, I think it's the first time a father and a son in any sport will be on the field together since the Griffies. It might be somebody after that, but I'm going to just roll with the Griffies for right now because that's just what I got in my brain. But go Bronny. He's a good kid. He's in good hands. He's going to be okay. He is going to be just fine. And finally, the other worst kept secret in the NBA, JJ Redick was hired as the Los Angeles Lakers head coach. Even though they tried to say, hey man, I had no idea. Me and LeBron didn't talk about that until they offered me the job. There will be no podcast, none of that stuff. Believe it. Some people believe it, some people don't. I don't care. It is what it is there. My biggest issue with this, y'all can turn back around because get your backs kicked in. A lot of people out there are acting like JJ Redick didn't play in the NBA. Why the fuck are y'all bringing up his coaching experience? He was never a head coach. Hey, y'all know who else was never a head coach before he got his first coaching job in the NBA? Mark Jackson. And y'all fucking love him, right? You know who else was never a head coach before he got his first head coaching job? Steve Kerr. Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is top 10 wins all time. I don't think Doc was an assistant anywhere. I think Doc went from the booth to a head coaching job, just like Mark Jackson did, just like Steve Kerr did. So y'all can cut that bullshit. Someone else also said, well, just because you played in the NBA doesn't make you a great coach. Look at the top 10, or look at the winningest coaches in NBA history. Lenny Wilkens, former player, former coach, Hall of Famer at that. Phil Jackson, arguably the GOAT. I'm drawing a blank, but Phil Jackson, head coach, and he played. Lenny Wilkens played. Wes Unseld was the head coach. Let me get this list because I'm tired. I just get tired of like proving shit and saying shit. Like I really get tired of. I'm gonna just go through the winning shit. And there's exceptions to every rule. Greg Popovich didn't play in the NBA. Don Nelson, Lenny Wilkens, player. Jerry Sloan, played. Pat Riley, played. George Karl, played. Phil Jackson, played. Doc Rivers, played. Larry Brown, Rick Adelman. That is the top 10. I think Rick Adelman played. And I don't think Larry Brown made it to the NBA. We'll go further. Rick Carlisle, Dick Motta, Nick McMillan. This is Eric Spoelstra. That is the top 19 winningest coaches. The top 20, John McLeod. That's the top 20 coaches in wins in the NBA. So what makes y'all think that JJ Redick can't be a good coach? It's because y'all hate him. It's the Duke thing. That's what it is. JJ Redick has done nothing to anybody. JJ Redick is one of the greatest players in Duke history. JJ Redick played 15 years in the NBA. A lot of people can't play 15 years in the NBA. He is one of the greatest shooters that I've ever seen. And have y'all listened to any of his podcasts? Not just Mind the Game, but what's the other one? 3 Old Men and a Weave, or whatever the fuck it was called. Do y'all listen to him on commentary? JJ Redick is one of the brightest basketball minds out here. So to think he's not going to be a good head coach, y'all are outside of y'all damn minds. Now, I wish he would have taken another job outside of this Lakers job, because come next offseason or the offseason after that, if he doesn't get the job done and they don't feel like he got the job done, he's going to be out of here, and he may never get another head coaching job again. Who knows if Darvin Ham is going to coach again? Hell, he might take over if Doc get fired. Good luck to you, JJ Redick. I'll be rooting for you, except for when you go against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The only time I'm not going to be rooting. It's the only time I don't root for the Los Angeles Lakers. Everybody knows those are my two favorite teams, Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Lakers. And finally, free agency. The moratorium shit begins. A couple of guys have signed like their extensions, but nothing big. Donovan Mitchell is expected to sign his. And we will see what Paul George does. We'll see what Klay Thompson does. And we'll see if LeBron James is going to sign the 3-year, $162 million deal that was on the table for him. We're all going to see about that. So I am going to give you guys some form of content next week because of free agency. And just stay tuned to my socials. I'll be throwing shit out there here and there. Remember, no Club Pizzle. This is the last Club Pizzle until August the 1st. I am taking the fuck off because I need a vacation from talking sports, and this is the slow period of sports. And by the time I come back, training camp will be in full swing, and I'll be getting ready for SummerSlam. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I did pretty damn good. 45 fucking minutes talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers and Bronny fucking James. How the fuck about that? Whew. Thank you guys for y'all support. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, final announcement. Oh, the announcement was August 1st, Club Pizzle. I'm coming back. It's gonna be some little bitty changes that you guys will notice. I'm gonna put out some fillers and let y'all see what it's like. Thank you guys. Make sure y'all check out Full Disclosure. It drops on Spotify at 6 a.m. So get ready for that. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive. Because negative energy is trash. Peace.